Hello my friends, this is the video that I made on gold futures about 1 year ago, as you can see on April the 10th, when the price of this asset was at roughly $2,000, and my main assumption was that we have to complete the structure to the upside, and that this asset might hit the ranges from 2.3 all the way up to $2.37,000. And here is the actual price action. As you can see, I made my previous video somewhere at this point when the price was roughly $2,000. And for now, we almost hit. We are not far from this range. We are about 2% below the price target that I set back in the days. And this is an evidence how powerful technical analysis is. And if you want to enhance your trading skills, if you want to read the charts and if you want to see a clear picture of what it might happen in upcoming days and weeks and even years, feel free to join my Patreon account, where for the $35 a month you will be able to drastically enhance your trading skills. On top of that, guys, for the first 100 subscribers I will do a giveaway. I will do a technical analysis based on your request on any asset that you might find. On top of that, guys, for now there is not so many people inside this community. That is why almost 100% of my time will be dedicated to you. And this is the pretty much one-on-one training for the $450 a month, but for the price of just $35 a month. I think it is quite fair deal.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
So let's continue with the chart itself. I have to say that I drew this breakdown back in the days about 1 year ago, as I already mentioned. And if I zoom out, you can see that we completed, if I switch even to monthly time frame, as you can see, we completed several waves to the upside, and we had a very healthy retracement. If I pull the Fib retracement tool from this bottom, from the bottom of the third wave to the top of the third wave, we hit exactly 0.5 level. It was a 50% retracement to the downside. Then we had this movement to the upside, and this movement didn't have a completed structure at that moment. And for now, I think we also have some possibilities to hit some higher targets, but not so high. And then we should have a retracement. Guys, in my today's video, I will show you what is the reason of gold's movement to the upside. Because for now, all the fundamentals show us that potentially we should see lower prices for gold. And let me show you what I'm talking about. First of all, let me show you this article that was published by Bloomberg about 1 day ago. It was published just yesterday. And let me quote you just a couple of paragraphs. Gold's surge to a record is extraordinary. The precious metal is rallying hard into the teeth of what's supposed to be a deadly headwind for it: high inflation-adjusted yields. The 10-year real yield derived from Treasury inflation-protected securities is still around 2%, a level unseen since 2009. That matters for gold because it is seen as a safe but no-interest asset, and many price it as an effective hedge against surging prices. Its worth is therefore boosted when regular bond yields are below inflation, meaning real yields are negative, and reduced when they are above. And let me show you this picture. As you can see, gold price is this blue line, and 10-year Treasury yields is the white line. As you can see, during 2011-2012, the lower the price of Treasury yields are, the higher the price of gold futures. And we have the same, situation back in 2020-2021. And here you can see that for now we have almost the same price action for Treasury yields, 10-year Treasury yields, and for the gold. And this is quite concerning. Let me show you next paragraph. The last 2 times gold jumped to record heights came when real yields were below zero, back during the pandemic and in 2011-2012, when Europe's sovereign debt was followed on the heels of the global financial crisis. Before the introduction of tips allowed the ready tracking of market expectations for real yields, gold's climb to a record in 1980 came when 10-year nominal yields were well below the inflation rate. That makes gold's rally this year vulnerable to rapid reversals, though it may also signal simply that investors are becoming more and more worried that major turmoil is coming. After all, the financial crisis surge that peaked in 2011 blew past the 1980 high at the start of 2008, well before the collapse of Lehman Brothers Holdings. So guys, this means you can see that we might see a rapid reversal in its price, but let's find out what is the reason of the prices of these quite high gold prices. If you take a look, if you Google gold import to China, you can see that, for example, in 2022, gold imports to China were valued at approximately $76.7 billion US. And this is the data from Statista that was published on January the 3rd. If you take a look right here, we are on South China Morning Post. You can see that this article was published at the very end of January of 2024. And it's titled, China's gold imports surge to a record high as appetite increases, middle class seek wealth security. And let me quote you these bullet points. China imported a record high of 1,447 tons of gold for non-monetary use last year, with the value increasing ninefold from 3 years ago to $90 billion. And let me remind you that just a year before that year, it was $76.7 billion. Next one. China's middle class are seen to be attempting to preserve their dwindling fortunes caused by the property market crisis and slumping stock market. And this is the main reason of its extremely high levels. And basically, it is the retail investors from China. And this is quite a weird situation, and definitely we don't have a lot of fundamentals behind this movement, but definitely it is more than enough to see this surge in price. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deeper right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, let's switch again to daily time frame and let me show you its price action from the lowest point, from the point that it hit back in October of 2022. And from this point we have several waves. Potentially we have, let me show you like this. It is quite difficult to assume, but potentially we might have a diagonal, and in this case we have a structure of 3 waves. And I don't like this structure, but 5 waves structure is not applicable at the moment. That is why, guys, let me show you like this. Potentially we have, this is our first wave, second, third. Then we have 1, 2, 3 retracement, 3 waves. Then we again have 1, 2, and we are about to hit the top of our third wave somewhere here. And if it is the case, we might see the retracement right after that. Again, that should have the shape of a 3-wave structure. And then we have to have another movement to the upside that potentially might hit the next price target for gold. And it is 1-to-1 extension at the price point of $2,500. And guys, definitely this range of 0.786 on a smaller scale, if I pull the Fib extension tool, let me show you on a weekly time frame. If I pull this tool from the bottom of the third wave to the top of the third wave and to the bottom of the retracement on this smaller scale, and another 0.786 if I pull it from the bigger scale from this bottom to this top and to the bottom of the retracement, as you can see, we have strong confluence level in between 2.345 and 2.371 dollars. But definitely we might have an extension, a 1-to-1 level extension from on a smaller scale. And if it is the case, definitely the trend reversal might be at this point, and we have to adjust this tool. But so far, I have to admit that we hit our first price target, and let's take a look what will be the next movement of gold in order to project its next targets. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.